the guy in that 5-hole right there, Miguel Vargas. He was the offensive hero for the Dodgers Thursday night in San Diego. Then yesterday, of course, Nomar, it was El Bencho for Vargas. But Dave Roberts did say that the 22-year-old is still very much in the mix to be on the postseason roster, getting an opportunity tonight.
Yeah, that's huge. And you got to embrace these opportunities. And one thing that I have noticed since he's been up until now is just he's actually evolved and he's understanding the game. What I think the game is now slowing down for him. He's allowing the game to come to him. I think early on, as expected, anybody, you get so excited, you're up in the big leagues. Sometimes you're trying to do maybe a little bit too much. You want to show that you belong there. And I think we saw that early. He has the talent. And I think now it's starting to say, okay, I believe in myself. I trust myself that I can play at this level. So now I can relax a little and let it come to me.
Absolutely. And you know what? He, to me, was on skates in the batter's box, just trying to find his footing. Because he is a rookie. He's trying to impress. Now, the last 4 or 5 games, he said, you know what? I'm going to go out there and be myself. Let the chips fall where they may.
What's up, Theo Sam Eagle? Welcome in. JC Skipper Brian, Francisco. Hello.
San Diego was huge for Miguel Vargas' confidence going forward.
We're going to do a little bit of Dodger baseball tonight.
It gets
Dodgers and Rockies. We got
that
game. Colorado Rockies for the emoji for the members. We got the Dodger emoji for the members tonight.
Games over 500 for the first time in franchise history. Just the 9th team in history to reach 109 wins. Just the 3rd National League team to do it, and the first since the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I got to work this game off of my iPad right now because the MLB Network owns the rights to it tonight, and they are holding it.
And there are still 5 games to play, Jerry, each and every night.
We are
witnessing more Dodgers history, it seems like, at
so
the
at least I'll still be able to talk with you and call the game tonight. That's a good thing.
Nothing really slows them down to me. That just shows the great leadership in that clubhouse, whether it's Mookie Betts,
we'll see if we get some people coming in tonight. Hopefully we do.
Side, Clayton Kershaw, the coaching staff, there is no let up to this team. They understand. Listen,
not sure the pitching matchup is Grove against Freeland.
The most important thing is they understand the ultimate goal.
Grove against
winning
Freeland.
World Series. They want to put themselves in position to have home field advantage throughout the postseason. They've already done
they're still
that.
fighting
Now,
for home field advantage.
Sure everybody is hot going into the postseason.
You know, and they understand that what they have to do to get to that run into the postseason because they've been there before. They know what it takes to get to the World Series. They know what it takes to win a World Series, so they understand that. And they understand even if they clinched early on, even these games, it still matters. These are the times where you're saying, okay, now it's even that extra focus.
Yeah, these are still some big games, even though they got their berth and everything.
It just doesn't turn a switch. You just don't flip it. You got to go out there and you're saying, okay, we got to continue playing good baseball, play our game. We know what we're capable of doing. We have to make sure we finish off the season that way and that we carry that into the postseason.
I think a lot of people might be tuning in right now expecting to see the guys warming up, getting ready to take the field. There will be Dodger baseball against the Rockies. First pitch not at 6:10. It has been moved back to 6:20 because tonight
all right, so we got a couple more minutes. We got 13 minutes until first pitch.
Has been the Spanish voice of the Dodgers for the last 64 years, since 1959. He has called more than 10,000 games. He estimates between 10 and 12,000 games. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown in 1998, joined the Dodgers Ring of Honor in 2018. We talked a little bit about this on the pregame show, Nomar. He had never seen a baseball game growing up in Ecuador when he moved here at the age of 19. And then just 4 years later, he became one of the great Spanish voices of the Dodgers. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, and what a history, right? We are so lucky as Dodger fans.
They're renaming the broadcast booth after him.
In the booth. We heard Dave Roberts say that earlier, and he is so right. And then watching the ceremony and listening to all the people talk about Jaime Jarrín, there's so many adjectives that just stood out that were said. You know, it was integrity, it's class, dignity, kindness. There were just so many, and all so fitting because he exemplifies each and every one of those words and so much more.
So we're going to give a little bit late start.
Off the field.
Absolutely.
Which
he
kind of
means
stinks,
so much
but
to the Dodger community here in LA, but seeing Bob Costas, Bob Uecker, so many broadcasting legends honor Jaime Jarrín. Incredible ceremony that the Dodgers put on. Class act. Felicidades, Jaime Jarrín.
And that's what a lot of people who don't know him personally, Nomar, don't realize that, yes, he's a Hall of Fame broadcaster, but he's an even better human being.
No doubt.
Tamara, hello, welcome in.
For me personally, one, it was a thrill to first meet him and then also be a broadcaster with the Dodgers. Oh my gosh, you're feeling you're part of the same team as Jaime Jarrín, and it was Vince Scully as well. Like, how fortunate are, but then to spend those dinners and those times away
Jesse.
from the game with him.
You didn't have to do that, but welcome back.
It's truly an honor
back in the
to just
office.
call him just a
Yeah,
friend.
Missed you too. Glad you had hopefully you had a good trip, and thank you.
Very lucky.
The man
That's so nice of you.
Great trust. He certainly is. All right, the Dodgers going for win number 110 on the season.
Glad to see you back.
For more franchise history. Let's send it upstairs. Tim and Oral, take it away.
We're going to have a late start tonight.
Thank you very much. And
couple minutes late.
We honor one of the all-time greats in the game. Dodgers Spanish broadcaster Jaime Jarrín, the Hall of Famer, celebrating 64 fabulous years in the broadcast booth.
64 years in a broadcast booth.
Everything. Stretching from Sandy
That's
Koufax
crazy.
to Clayton Kershaw, and he hopes that his reign ends with a World Series victory this year. Hi again, everybody. Along with Oral Hershiser, I'm Tim Neverett. Kirsten Watson will join us in just a moment. Such a touching scene during the ceremony tonight, Oral.
Very cool ceremony. I watched most of the ceremony.
He took you under his wing as soon as you became a Dodger. What did it mean to you to watch this tonight?
Well, to see your mentor, your friend, your Spanish father to really be celebrated the way it was very emotional. It was great, and he is deserving of this befitting ceremony. I know we'll show clips during the broadcast. It was a great night for Jaime.
So Jaime Jarrín night tonight at Dodgers Stadium. Let's check in with the third member of our crew, Kirsten Watson, down in the field. Hi, Kirsten.
Hey, Tim. Well, look, we've got a couple updates to the lineup today. First, I'm going to start with Justin Turner. He was listed as he was going to be playing at third base, but Dave Roberts told us that he's still just not feeling right. He is feeling better with his left shin and contusion. He's hopeful that he will be in the lineup tomorrow morning. Then we've got Chris Taylor. He was originally out there playing in center field.
He was now scratched
from the lineup with a neck tightness. So we're going to see Cody Bellinger in center field, and then we're going to be seeing Trace Thompson moving to left field tonight, guys.
All right, thank you, Kirsten. The Dodgers look for win number 100.
Freeland versus Grove coming up in a few minutes here.
Will be on the mound. He will oppose the Dodgers' Michael Grove. First pitch just around the corner.
Nice. We are looking forward to that.
Here are the AL West nominees for the 2022 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One.
He has a knack of just kind of making his plays happen.
I guess we're going to show all the Roberto Clemente guys on this broadcast or something.
Swing and a miss. That's a big strike. Marco Gonzalez, everybody tip your cap. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, they're highlighting a couple of those guys. We are still a couple minutes from starting if you're just coming in.
Run off the bat of Jared Walsh, so his hot hitting continues.
Nobody else in the big leagues hit more leadoff home runs than Altuve.
Jose Altuve up on the train track. Vote now for the 2022 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One and be entered for a chance to win 2 World Series tickets. Visit MLB.com/Clemente21 for your chance to win.
Looks like it'll be tough during the commercial breaks because I don't know what they'll be playing here. Since I'm watching MLB Network on the app to get the game. I don't think I can get the game till 10 o'clock over on the big screen.
As a first-round pick. And if he let 6 all-star selections go to his head, he never would have had the heart to give back to the streets that shaped him. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo. Root for those with a fighting spirit.
Yeah, they're not giving me Rockies and Dodgers till 10 o'clock on the channel. So we'll just have to use the app for a little bit initially while we're waiting here.
Hankook Tire, official tire of Major League Baseball.
Do you really want to go through with this?
Absolutely.
You've always stood up for what you believed in, but this?
What could mean more than this? So, Mom, what do you think?
MyTal,
Making communications and collaboration seamless so businesses can stay connected, engage customers and fans, and
with the Dodgers, to have two icons behind the mic for so long. I think to do anything for 6 or 7 decades is, aside from just living, is a feat, to let alone be in one profession, one organization. You know, and like I said it before, and he's told me, is I've never worked a day in my life, and that really resonates with me. He's loved what he's done for so long. He's told stories. He's been in people's cars and people's living rooms. He loves the Dodgers. He loves baseball. He loves people. We're going to miss him.
I wonder who's going to take his place.
It's the time. The time's right, which is fantastic. I just love the way that he's going to be honored today as well as he should be.
What a beautiful ceremony before the game honoring Jaime Jarrín. That is his grandson, Stefan, throwing out the first pitch. Incredible arm right there.
Hey, Lala.
They're great nights here at Dodger Stadium. All right, let's do some shot calling. Jerry, who are you taking tonight against the Rock Show?
You know what, John? I'm going with the real AB. I think he has a huge offensive night.
Well, we were talking
Austin
about the other
Barnes.
day. He had a good day, then El Bencho, but he's back in there. Miguel Vargas today. I think he gets another home run. He hits one out today.
He's calling big flies.
Yes.
I like that. The Dodgers going for win number 110 on the season.
Wow.
First pitch with Michael Grove
Win
on the
110
mound.
on the season. That's crazy.
A once-in-a-generation leap for the iPhone camera. The most advanced display in a smartphone. And for the first time,
Welcome in, everybody. We'll be starting this game very shortly. They got a couple minutes late start due to a presentation they have at the start of the game.
Here are the AL West nominees for the 2022 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One.
He has a knack of just kind of making his plays happen.
They just keep showing these Clemente people that are up for the Clemente Award.
Swing and a miss. That's a big strike. Marco Gonzalez, everybody tip your cap. Swing and a miss. Hearn gets a strikeout. It's a big strikeout there for Hearn.
Jared Walsh, he's opening some eyes.
A home run off the bat of Jared Walsh, so his hot hitting continues.
Nobody else in the big leagues hit more leadoff home runs than out.
Just waiting our time here. It's kind of, if I'd have known they were starting late, I could have started this stream late.
Vote now for the 2022 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One and be entered for a chance to win 2 World Series tickets. Visit MLB.com/Clemente21 for your chance to win.
So, are you excited?
I am, but I'm a little nervous. This feels like a big change.
But it's not. I have one.
Another
People act like they're
ridiculous
so
commercial.
hard to take care of or whatever, but it's totally a piece of cake.
Well, that's good to hear.
Welcome in, guys. Glad you're here with us tonight.
See how easy that is?
I hope being a mom is that easy.
It's not. Bye now.
Introducing the all-electric Chevy Bolt EUV. Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Bite into the
Carl's
Super Bowl
Jr.
double deals, starting for $2.99 each, only at Carl's Jr. And by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch if you've been going for a
The
while.
Dodgers getting ready for this one. As the Dodgers are looking for win number 110. If they can do that, they would become the 3rd National League team ever with 110 wins plus, joining the 1909 Pirates, who won 110, the 1906 Cubs, who won 116. But last night, with Houston losing to Tampa Bay, the Dodgers clinched home field throughout the playoffs, including the World Series.
Wow.
Even though the value of every game has gone down now,
Home field all the way through the World Series
these
for the
guys
Dodgers.
strap it on, lace it up, and take the field and expect to win and put the effort in every single night.
Michael Grove, pride of Wheeling, West Virginia.
Dodgers taking the field, everybody.
This will be his 6th start, his 7th appearance. And we'll take a look at the lineup he'll face, written up by Rockies manager Bud Black. Jonathan Daza will lead off again. Jose Iglesias in at shortstop tonight. Ryan McMahon hits third.
Make sure you're seeing us at 480, not at 480. Make sure we're at 1083. That's what we're broadcasting at.
UCLA has had a real bright start for the Rockies. He'll be in left field. Randall Grichuk, who was under the weather last night, back in the lineup tonight in right. Elias Diaz, the catcher, and Alan Trejo is the second baseman for Colorado. Well, the ERA the last 3 games for the Dodgers pitchers under 1. Is that any good, Oral?
That is real good, and you can't do that when you're kind of monitoring.
I always hate the fact that I got to do this game on the MLB Network like this off the iPad.
The innings with this staff.
As a friend of mine used to say, that's not too good, that's 10 good. That is really good.
Michael Grove getting loosed up for the Dodgers.
Got a win against the Cardinals his last time out. His last start was here at Dodger Stadium.
What's up, Daniel? Welcome in.
What can he take out of that one into this one?
Well, he's got 3 very good pitches. An electric fastball. The league hits that just below 300, but that's getting better as far as eliminating walks and is eliminating the long ball.
Fastball, curveball, and sliders. Your pitch repertoire for Grove.
12 to 6. The slider's effective and sharp. The slider
Welcome in, rookie.
Slightly over 200, and the curveball they're hitting under 200. So those are his 2 out pitches for sure.
So Grove getting ready to get this one started just a few minutes late tonight due to the ceremony prior to the game honoring Jaime Jarrín. And we will be touching on Jaime a little bit tonight during our telecast. Expecting a visit with the great one. And he is getting ready to start his radio broadcast. He's been a busy man today. Press conference, ceremony, interviews. He said it's time for Dodger baseball, both in English and Spanish, and then sprinted up to the booth, and he won't miss a pitch.
We are just about ready to go here.
We can listen to him in the bottom of the first inning, right here, Jaime Jarrín, including his 64th.
All right, here we go.
Behind the microphone. Just absolutely.
We've had all the introductions. We've had all the pomp and circumstance. We've had all the fuss and feathers. But it's time. It's time for Dodger baseball.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dodger Stadium, home of the 2020 World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Play ball!
Time to play the game! Wow! Here we go. First pitch from Grove. 92 miles in there for a strike. Ready to rock. What's up, Big Matt? Welcome in. I'm excited to see about the playoffs myself. Grove, top of the mound. Set, looks in. Got his pitch. Here he goes. Kicks and deals. Check swing. I think he went. Yes, sir. 0-2 right now. Daza, leadoff hitter for the Rockies.
Young in his career with only 7 appearances. When he gets ahead, the batting average against is 200 points less than normally when
Grove up there,
0-2
count.
So
finds a pitch he loves. Ready to go.
200.
Ground ball, base it up the middle. Goes through the center field.
And he starts tonight the same way he did last night with a 2-strike base hit to lead off the game.
Was that Lux at set? No, it was Trevor. Okay. Turner's over at short. Didn't look like him when he first went by him.
This one on a slider. One from a lefty. He sliced into center field for a bloop hit. That one found its way past Trey Turner.
All right, Jose Iglesias up there. 297 for the year. 3 home runs, 47 driven in.
Overall,
I know there was
not bad.
There was music from a band.
He's had most of his success away from Coors Field.
That is odd for a Colorado
Radiohead,
hitter.
I believe is who it is.
Usually the flatter breaking balls, the fastballs that don't have the same life in the altitude, they hit better at home.
He's a
strike right there on the corner, 1-1.
26.
Kind of quiet for Dodger Stadium for the start of a game, to be honest.
I mentioned that to him last night on the field before the game, and he was surprised that anybody knew that. But he said, "Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do." But he's got the reverse Coors Field effect.
They will like you on the Rockies for a long time if you can hit on the road.
Iglesias was the designated hitter last night. 1-1.
That's ripped but foul.
So what the Rockies are searching for is a long-term replacement for Trevor Story, whom they lost to free agency last year. They had a chance to trade him perhaps and get some prospects. They elected not to, and they allowed him to walk. And they signed Iglesias, which was a good sign. Veteran shortstop, good defender.
1-2 pitch. In the dirt, 2-2.
And now Ezekiel Tovar is a guy who's not in the lineup tonight, but did start last night at shortstop. And he is somebody that the Rockies are going to give a look at over these next few games.
Jesse, I'll go over that stuff with you at another time. I can't do that right now. E&B, hello.
Grooming down in the
but thank you.
But it's good exposure here for him to realize what he needs to work on, and also for the organization.
2-2 on the way from Grove.
Ball outside.
Those outstanding breaking balls from Michael Grove. He just needs to get them more competitive out of his hand. They are a ball out of hand right here. His last outing.
Oh, come on. Stop kicking down here.
Started them right down the middle, and they ended up bouncing. They're so short and sharp that the hitters were offering at it.
There goes the runner.
Line drive foul.
Fouled off the front of the Rocky dugout. As he gets the news, he's got to head back to first. You know, one thing about Iglesias, the fact that he hits better on the road, that's, again, against everything the Rockies have done during the course of the season and lately, since the end of
August. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Going to try this one more time. Iglesias up there from the right-hand side.
That span. Next would be Pittsburgh at an even 200.
At the set, Grove looks, deals.
There goes the runner.
Fly ball center field, going to be playable for Bellinger. Mookie comes flying in front of him, takes it. 1 out.
Now, fans of Dodgers pitchers strike out 10 hitters. Everyone gets a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow at Jack in the Box with the purchase of a large drink, valid only at LA area restaurants. So 1 out and 1 on. Coming up in the bottom of the inning, you'll hear Hall of Famer Jaime Jarrín, his radio call.
Line drive, rip, base hit, right field. Betts is going to field it. Jazz is going to go first to third. Runners at the corners for the Rocks.
Runners at the corners.
Rockies, Mr. Fulton.
Line drive was blistered. Tall left-handed hitters, they're usually very good on the low and in pitch. And he just dropped the head of the bat on it. Line drive. Mookie keeping it in front of him prevents the run.
Double play in order. The trick is to get C.J. Cron to hit the ball on the ground.
Dodgers looking for a double play here.
29 home runs, 102 runs batted in. He has been the most productive Rocky over the course of the season, but you can see over his last 6 games, just 1 for 18. And there's a ground ball to short. There's one.
Double play, 6-4-3.
Jaime Jarrín. You'll hear him when we return to the bottom of the first inning.
Hey, turns out you don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen on the app in your room.
They get the double play.
At your daughter's dance recital. Conan,
Dodgers pulled it all out.
Wow. Or on a yacht. Or a bow rider. Any kind of ship. And stop taking my pajamas. Oh, Larry, I can watch you while watching you. Why would you do that? Because I'm a sad man with little to do. I can listen at the bus stop. I can listen to NFL play-by-play at work.
So, are you excited?
I am, but I'm a little nervous. This feels like a big change.
But it's not. I have one. People act like they're so hard to take care of or whatever, but it's totally a piece of cake.
Well, that's good to hear.
Bottom of the first, everybody. Bottom of 1. The Brewers are in a tight game.
I hope being a mom is that easy.
It's not.
They're still fighting for a playoff spot.
Bye now.
Introducing the all-electric Chevy Bolt EUV with standard home outlet installation included. Find new ease. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
All right, let's see who's coming up for the Dodgers. Dodgers, Betts, Turner, Freeman, Thompson, Vargas, Barnes, Bellinger, Alberto, and Lux.
This doesn't make sense.
It does.
Now my team is the Orioles.
You're a smart
Rookie.
Man, a great human being and a great broadcaster. Jaime Jarrín. And that sign now is outside the Spanish language broadcast booth here at Dodger Stadium.
Duke, what's up? Welcome in.
A great group to speak on his behalf tonight. And let's listen to the man now as we take you inside the Dodgers Spanish radio booth.
Vamos al cierre del primer episodio. Kyle Freeland en el montículo defendiendo los colores de los Rockies de Colorado. Va a enfrentarse aquí a Mookie Betts, Trey Turner y Freddie Freeman.
All right, first pitch to Betts comes in. That's a strike. No balls, one strike. Dodgers playing at home. They've got home field advantage through the entire playoffs and World Series. We've had that good of a year. Fly ball, center field, tracking it at the track. 2 steps in front of the wall, makes the play. That's an out. It's too early in the season, Duke, to even think about MVP. Things will change and everything. I don't even start thinking about that until week 13, week 14. Only through 3 weeks, bud. A lot of guys having a good year so far. Allen's having a good year. Lamar's having a good year. Several running backs having a good year. You know, but that's all going to change over the weeks to come, I think. Trey Turner rips one to left. Base hit. Ball's in front of him. Orioles had a great year. I'm very proud of him. Not disappointed at all.
Trey Turner, me imagino que está desesperado por terminar la temporada con 300 de promedio o más.
Freddie Freeman coming up, big left-hander, first baseman for the Dodgers.
El primer imparable de los Dodgers es patrocinado por Jim Beam Bourbon, el bourbon oficial de los Dodgers de Los Ángeles. A batear Freddie Freeman, líder en bateo en la Liga Nacional, líder en imparables en la Liga Nacional. Bateador zurdo, hombre en primera, lanzamiento viene, cantado el strike. A partir del segundo episodio estarán con ustedes Pepe Higues, Fernando Valenzuela.
Freeman in there, sitting in the box, ready to go.
Tengo que saludar a personas que amablemente han venido.
Fly ball, got a little bit to it, but too much air. Right fielder's got it, make the play. 2 down. Cody Odell, welcome in. 2 outs here in bottom of 1. That's going to bring up Thompson, your left fielder.
He's in bed. Noche memorable para mi familia. Y lógicamente ha estado presente conmigo. Quien debe estar sonriendo, feliz de la existencia en el cielo, mi esposa Blanca.
Thompson going in from the right-hand side.
En el lugar que debía haberse sentado Blanca en el escenario hoy había una rosa muy hermosa en verdad.
First pitch, that's a strike. Cody, you can look into our upcoming streams and see what we have scheduled. There's Angela Minta. Hey, dear. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Thompson looking to get the runner around. No score here in bottom of first.
Mañana el juego será a la 1:10 de la tarde, aquí contra los Rockies de Colorado. Listo el pitcher. le mira de frente al cordero e inicia la Trey Turner.
Ball upstairs. I have all my streams posted out for the next 8 weeks. I have no idea what I'm doing when to the day before when I go look at it. You can look in the upcoming streams on our channel, and you can see everything that we're doing. All posted there all the time, every day of the week, bud.
A mis colegas, a mis compañeros de trabajo, a los periodistas con quienes regularmente me reúno para platicar de béisbol, de los Dodgers, de otros equipos y platicar también de asuntos personales. Son momentos maravillosos en verdad. Quiero agradecer a la prensa, tanto inglesa.
Rhythmic applause being played in the background there.
Extremadamente generosa para conmigo, particularmente este año de despedida. Para ellos, mi corazón está lleno de gratitud. Lanzamiento viene, bola bajita. No hubo swing, dice el umpire de primera. 0-0 el marcador. Primer episodio. Segundo juego de esta serie.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Rockies de Colorado, equipo visitante, y Dodgers de Los Ángeles. Thompson bateando. Se prepara ya Freeland. Hombre en primera. El tiro va a la inicial.
Throw to first. Freeman's back. Crowd doesn't like it, but it's part of the game.
Quiero agradecer a quien ingresa de Joe Davis, de Roberto, que me han invitado a participar en la transmisión de televisión de hoy. Será un placer y un honor para mí estar con ellos. Un momentito. Listo el pitcher. Sale hacia segundo el cordón.
Ball inside. Runner takes off. He is saved. Turner steals the bag.
Se coloca en posición anotadora con base robada Trey Turner. Y la cuenta es máxima aquí para Trace Thompson. 3 bolas, 2 strikes. Hay 2 outs. Veremos jugada al siguiente lanzamiento a menos que tengamos un foul. Anoche ganaron los Dodgers de Los Ángeles holgadamente a los Rockies de Colorado. Listo el pitcher de Freeland.
Oh, here's the 3-2 pitch again. Hey, Alex Miller. Ball in the dirt. Take your base, son.
Base por bolas para Trace Thompson.
Runners on first and second now with 2 down.
Esta base por bolas prolonga el episodio y permite que venga a batear Miguel Vargas, que ahí está fungiendo como bateador designado. Miguel Vargas. Qué año tan tremendo están teniendo.
Here comes Vargas now.
Amigos. Pero, repito, es importantísima la postemporada.
Big Max all fired up over the Dodgers.
Que ganen más de 110 juegos si no llegan a la Serie Mundial. Y estoy seguro que van a llegar a la Serie Mundial porque tienen un equipo muy homogéneo, un equipo malo.
Ball inside, 1-0.
Lanzamiento es bola mala. Una bola sin strikes para Miguel Vargas. Vargas haciendo méritos en verdad para ser incluido en la nómina de los peloteros que estarán con el equipo en postemporada y particularmente en Serie Mundial. Hay muchas preguntas sobre el picheo de los Dodgers de Los Ángeles, pero yo creo que va a salir avante. El lanzamiento viene, bola bajita.
Ball down low, 2-0.
En mi humilde opinión, yo creo que si bien los Dodgers pues tienen tantas victorias, podrían haber sido más si la ofensiva hubiera carburado mejor. En muchos juegos dejó mucho que desear la ofensiva del equipo, más que el elenco monticular, diría yo.
2-0 pitch, here comes.
Lanzamiento viene, cantado.
In there for a strike, 2-1.
2 bolas, un strike. Qué gusto estar terminando la entrada regular en compañía de Fernando, de Pepe y de José. Me siento tremendamente bien. Hay homogeneidad aquí en la cabina de transmisión. Listo el pitcher. Lanzamiento.
Fouls that one back, 2-2.
La ceremonia previa al juego se prolongó un poquito.
Yeah, I'm just ready for the playoffs now, rookie. That's all.
Yo no sabía toda la tecnicalidad al respecto.
Less than a week to go, we're doing it.
Que inmediatamente hablar con los umpires, hablar con el manager del equipo visitante y con el manager del equipo local para pedir permiso para poder jugar con 10 minutos de retardo. Lanzamiento viene, bola mala. 3 bolas y 2 strikes. No hubo objeción alguna de parte de los
full count now. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Both runners will be in motion on the play.
Manager de los Rockies de Colorado, Bob Black, y su elenco de instructores o coaches. Y claro, los Dodgers, encabezados por Dave Roberts. Lanzamiento viene, le tira, abanica, se poncha y cae así el tercer out. Así es que termina el primer episodio. El único que
Hall of Famer Jaime Jarrín.
What's up, Stringer Bell?
Still great. Absolutely.
Not doing any more college really right now.
So, are you excited?
Doesn't make any sense to do it right now.
This feels like a big change.
But it's not. I have
Strike
one.
3, that's the end of the
People
inning.
act like they're so hard to take care of or whatever, but it's totally a piece of cake.
Allowing people to illegally broadcast doesn't do me any good. I can't compete with that.
I hope being a mom is that easy.
It's not. Bye now.
Can't compete
Introducing
with
the
that.
all-electric Chevy Bolt EUV with standard home outlet installation included. Find new ease. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
I actually like the music. It's not bad.
Here are the AL West nominees for the 2022 Roberto Clemente Award presented
How
by
many times are they
Capital
going to play this? We've already seen this 5
He has an
times.
act of just kind of making his plays happen.
We get it. We get it. We get it already.
Yes, he can. TK. Bring it out again. Swing and a miss. That's a big strike. Marco Gonzalez. Everybody tip your cap. A swing and a miss. Hearn gets a strikeout.
All right, second inning coming up.
Strikeout there for Hearn. Jared Walsh. He's opening some eyes.
A home run up
2
the
up will
bat
be
of
Rogers,
Jared Walsh.
Bouchard,
His
and
hot
Grichuk.
hitting continues.
Rogers, Bouchard, and Grichuk for the Dodgers. For the Rockies. Robert Kitchens.
Vote now for the 2022
Do me a favor, don't come in and do that in my chat.
Capital One and be entered for a chance to win 2 World Series tickets. Visit MLB.com/Clemente21 for your chance to win.
Sorry, Robert, you got timed out. I tried to remove your comment, and I accidentally hit timeout. I apologize. I was just trying to remove the comment, not time you out. So I apologize for that. With my disability, sometimes my hand gives me a struggle.
Memory of his late wife, Blanca.
Blanca passed in 2019. She was 85, and she was Jaime's strength. A great mother, a great grandmother, and of course a great wife.
All right, here we go.
For 65 years, and she was
Top of the
graceful
second
and
inning.
classy, like Jaime is still. A beautiful hostess, a wonderful strength for Jaime through the years, because you know.
We're going to start it out with Rogers hitting .263. This Rogers has a D in their name. What's up, Patrick? Welcome in.
Brandon Rogers swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. And one of the themes during the ceremony, and actor Edward James almost really, I think, did a great job with it too, is he thanked
Brendan Rodgers,
the Marine
11 home
family
runs this year for Rockies.
for basically allowing Jaime
Ball
to be
outside,
the
2-1.
voice of the Dodgers in Spanish language for 64 years, because there is a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of being away from family that goes into that position.
That's a shot. Right at him, though. Thompson will make the play. That's an out. 1 away.
There is a great sense of humor in the Jarrín family also. As graceful and as well-mannered as Jaime and Blanca are, I'll tell you that the kids, the grandkids, all take after them, but they also have a little bit of humor in the family that they kind of kid about, that phone
It won't be anytime this year. Cody, I don't do that many Diamondbacks games. Unless they're playing a team that's in contention, I'm not going to be doing them. They're not in contention. I don't do the lower end teams. I'm sorry. I apologize, but that's the way I do my channel, buddy. Unless they're playing somebody who's in contention, or unless they turn their team around. I didn't even do my own Orioles when they weren't playing well. I'm not going to do other teams. Sorry, buddy.
When did you first meet Jaime?
I know you're very passionate about the Diamondbacks.
Here at the big league level, but in spring training,
I'm not doing any game. I'm done with the Diamondbacks for this year. I'm not even doing. I'm only doing one more baseball game this year before the playoffs.
And of course, when you make it to the big leagues, Jaime is one that I don't care if you're a Dodger or an away player, he will make his way through the
2-1 pitch coming.
People to the big leagues. And so he goes out of his way to take care of everyone around him, meet them, get to know them personally. Always the snappy dresser there while he's in the working shot. Doesn't have his coat on, but always has a coat.
We'll see what happens next year.
Tie.
Oh, got a ball, walked him. That was close.
On a walk, the Rockies were the man aboard.
Rockies get the,
got to know him mainly.
Got a man on first and one out.
Team bus, because as a youngster, you really can't go to the back of the bus where the veterans are. And so the back of the bus is more the veteran players, and the front of the bus is more the broadcasters and the people on the TV crew and the radio crew.
Randall Grichuk up now. It's 261 of the year.
There's not many seats left, and you
not doing any LSU baseball games.
Next to the Hall of Famer and get to know him.
Randall Grichuk is the batter for Colorado.
And if there are people that
strike one right there on the corner, looked to be the same spot as the previous pitch.
Invite you to sit down next to him. There was never that awkwardness like, I need a seat, but should I really sit there? He would greet you, shake your hand, and invite you into the chair.
0-1 pitch to Grichuk.
Popped up foul. 0-2. Cody, I'm respectfully, I'm telling you, go look at my upcoming streams and figure out what I have coming out. I don't sit here and go through that. It's very simple to look at everything I do. I spend hours of my time putting together all the streams well in advance for anybody to go look and see what's coming up. Mookie Betts on the fly out. 2 down, buddy.
Always greets with a smile every day. It's one of the great things about coming to Dodger Stadium, knowing you're going to see him.
And the greeting, he's the type of person that his voice and his rhythm and his warmth.
2 outs here, top of second.
Read you the phone book.
That's going to bring up Diaz, the catcher.
The catcher, Elias Diaz. 2 down, man aboard. Diaz first.
Fly ball right field, that'll be playable. That ends the second. Bottom of the second coming up.
As Julio Urias certainly has a special friend in Jaime Jarrín.
This might be one of those quick-paced games tonight. Very possibility. I think I'm doing the 49ers on Monday night. I think that's the Monday night game. I'm not sure.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you needed art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
So, are you excited?
I am, but I'm a little nervous. This feels like a big change.
But it's not. I have one. People act like they're so hard to take care of or whatever, but it's totally a piece of cake.
Well,
Bottom of the second for the Dodgers is going to be Barnes, Bellinger, and Alberto. Alberto's played well this year.
That easy.
It's not. Bye now.
Introducing the all-electric Chevy Bolt EUV with standard home outlet installation included. Find new ease. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Is it too early to start celebrating Halloween? Well, if you're celebrating by eating Reese's, then no. You're actually late. Not sorry, Reese's.
Hey, you don't need a car to listen to Sirius
No.
XM.
No, it has no impact at all. None. Dodgers already have home field advantage all the way through the World Series. Nothing matters. The only thing that impacts is if the Dodgers tie the record for 110 plus wins in a season. That's it.
We'll see him back in the lineup tomorrow. So, bottom of the second, and Austin Barnes first.
Fly ball center field for Barnes.
Set up in the air to right center field. And calling
tracked
for it
and
Daza.
out.
He'll make the catch. One pitch, one swing, and one out in the Dodgers' second. Cody Bellinger will make his way to the plate next against Kyle Freeland, the Denver native. For his hometown Rockies.
Here comes Bellinger.
When you look at the Dodger lineup tonight and you see Miguel Vargas getting an opportunity to play, Austin Barnes in there. But two guys that you think about are Cody Bellinger and Gavin Lux getting a shot at a left-hander. Gavin Lux has had a pretty good year against a left-hander, but Cody Bellinger may be trying to prove that you don't have to avoid me when
Bellinger takes strike one.
Gavin's still trying to get his swing back since he was down for a little while with a neck problem.
Whip to the right side.
Whip to the first base side off the first baseman's glove. Base hit.
Is Cody Bellinger.
That ball was smoked.
Cody had a blast last night to center field. It fell short. He also had a 3-run homer, and this one he barrels up on a line and gets himself another hit. Swinging the bat well the last few nights.
2 hits for the Dodgers, and 1 on, 1 out. And Hanser Alberto.
Alberto coming up now. Runner on first, 1 away.
Part-time infielder, part-time pitcher. It is 10th pitching appearance of the season last night to extend his major league record. I'm not sure that's a good record or not. To have a position player have to pitch 10 times in a season.
Well, the good thing is it's because you're doing it for a 109-win team. So
that's part of it, yeah.
It means you're pitching in blowouts where your team is way ahead. I wouldn't want to do it for a team that's only winning 60 games.
1-0 to Hanser. There goes Bellinger for second.
Bell takes off. Going to be in there. No! Thrown out. Bellinger's out.
Throw by Diaz.
I have no idea.
Had to make the perfect throw to get him, and he did.
2 away now.
3rd time this year, Bellinger has been caught in 17 attempts.
Good quick release, a really nice pitch to throw on because it closes his hips and his shoulders as he backhands it. So that gives him the ability to have a quick release, but also have some strength in his arm.
2-0 pitch.
Down on the 2-0 pitch. Waved down.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike.
I have no idea, but he got $30 million. That's a lot of money. Ripped foul.
Third base side. Yeah, and you're right. The biggest factor of him pitching so often is the number of games the Dodgers have won by multiple runs and big wins. Last night, a 9-run lead. He gave up the only run. But the
ball inside
didn't give up a run until Hanser did in the 9th. Three-2 pitch to Alberto. Here it comes. Outside. Ball 4, 2-out walk. You look at the runs or the wins by 3 or more runs.
No, not really. 30 million is pretty much around the top number per year.
Pass the 1939 Yankees tonight with a win, if they can win by 3 or more. But that's a lot in one season. I mean, that's just.
Gavin Luck's up there.
Other teams that, over the course of the last decade, struggle to make the playoffs, they look at that and think that's ridiculous. I mean, ridiculously good.
Yeah. They had their extra base hit bats out last night. They had 6 of those in that win. A huge
foul ball
where they got 8 runs.
0-2.
All they needed. You score 8 in any one inning.
Correction, 0-1.
47th time that the Dodgers have had 5.
Yeah, we will see. It won't be any time during the year.
They get that many extra base hits. They are 44-3.
Freeman's 0-1 delivery to Lux. Strike call.
Strike. 0-2.
Not Gavin's favorite.
They won't do any more contract stuff till after the year.
Ball looks like it's going to be at your shins and does bend all the way in. That's what is known as a front door slider.
Veteran umpire, the crew chief, Mark Wegner, calling the balls and strikes tonight. And he calls another.
Strike 3 looking. Go sit down, son. You're out.
No runs a hit. That's it. We go to the third. No score.
Going to the third. No score here.
So, are you excited?
I am, but I'm a little nervous. This feels like a big change.
But it's not. I have one. People
I'd like to see that contract done too,
but it's
you know.
totally a piece of cake.
Well, that's good to hear.
See how easy that is?
I hope being a mom is that easy.
It's not. Bye now.
Introducing the all-electric Chevy Bolt EUV with standard home outlet installation included. Find new ease. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
This game
What
can't
did I
be
do?
contained by a stadium or boxed in by a flat screen. The spirit of baseball is all around us. And wherever it's being celebrated,
I gotta cut my sound for 1 second. I mute for 1 second.
Priceless.
I gotta mute for 1 second.
What do you think?
Not that that's the same thing you're doing, but comma.
The spirit of baseball is all around us.
Just thought I'd say.
Wherever it's being celebrated, MasterCard is there. When the game belongs to.
Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Spicy chicken strips are back at Jack in the Box for a limited time.
Yeah, I got a couple things you got to work on, Jesse. We can work on that after the fact.
Go back to the 1981 season. Jaime had double duty. Play-by-play broadcaster and translator for Fernando Valenzuela, and now they are partners and have been for a lot of years in the radio booth together.
In some ways, he was Fernando's best teammate. Traveled with him everywhere, not just down in the media scrums before and after the game, but to the White House to meet the president of Mexico. He was by Fernando's side. And really, with a 20-year-old, teaching him manners and translating what Fernando would say with 7 or 8 words, Jaime would talk for 2 paragraphs and he'd go, "He really did say all that?"
Yes.
So he taught Fernando an awful lot.
Fernando spoke today, too, and thanked Jaime. 1-1. Trejo takes a strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alan Trejo, the second baseman.
Well, when you're Fernando and you have Fernando Mania and you're 20 years old, you're asked a lot of questions outside of baseball. I mean, even political questions at the time. And it was Jaime's wisdom that really, in Jaime's words and grace, that escorted Fernando through those times. It's one thing to answer questions about all the strikeouts you had with your screwball and, the base hit that you got there, and you're a pitcher and you seem to be a great hitter, but it's more, and challenging for a 20-year-old to go through other questions that relate to the grand scheme of baseball and arbitration.
They really spent a lot of time on this announcer tonight.
Other political things that were swirling around it. The media thinks it's free reign to ask him those questions, and Jaime was there for Fernando.
Kind of a gatekeeper of sorts. Mm-hmm. So he made sure Fernando wasn't caught off guard.
He was there for him, right by his side.
Oh, and 1-2, Daza, the center fielder. Now it's 0-2.
Jaime, through the years, did it for more than just Fernando. I mean, Yasiel Puig was part of the celebration from video all the way from Korea. Julio Urias and others on the Spanish side, and then also on the
0-2 now, 1 out in the inning.
And during the ceremony, every player, every staff
Phil's Views! What's up, Phil's Views? I like that. You got a channel where you express your views. I like it. Curveball, strike 3, sit down, son. 2 outs.
This inning for Michael Grove.
Well, you can link the growth of the Spanish-speaking audience and the popularity of the Dodgers with that audience to Fernando and Jaime. It is a significant part of baseball now, but they were at the roots of it.
2 down, and Iglesias looks at strike 1. Edward James Olmos, who was...
Edward James Olmos drinking a beer there.
What a speech he gave.
Dodgers, are they having trouble scoring recently, Phil? I haven't watched their game in about a week.
0-2 to Iglesias.
If they're having trouble putting runs up going into the playoffs, that won't be good.
Yeah, he's such a big Dodger fan. He's involved in a lot with the Dodgers. And of course, from East L.A.,
great baseball player in his youth himself.
0-2 pitch to Iglesias.
Did he go?
No.
Wow, check swing.
Marley, the first base umpire.
A hard-nosed catcher he was. He turned into an actor that could play some hard-nosed guys.
Yeah. Golden Globe winner. He's produced a lot. He's had a great career. 1-2.
Check swing again.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Iglesias. Michael Grove trying to land the curveball for strikes. 2 of the 6 strikes, curveballs. The fastball slider been pretty good so far tonight.
They are all muted right now. I couldn't hear. What was that?
Betts. And a
Betts makes the catch. Another 1-2-3 top of third. I'm telling you, it's going to be a short game this year.
And Jaime Jarrín.
So, are you excited?
I am, but I'm a little nervous. This feels like a big change.
But it's not. I have one. People act like they're so hard to take care of or whatever, but it's...
Bottom of the third inning.
Well, that's good to hear.
Dodgers coming up with Betts, Turner, and Freeman when we return.
See how easy that is?
I hope being a mom is that easy.
It's not. Bye now.
Introducing the all-electric Chevy Bolt EUV with standard home outlet installation included. Find new ease. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
All I know is if the Dodgers have home field advantage, that is a big advantage for them. Because they play better at Chavez Ravine for sure.
As electric vehicle driving becomes quieter, so do our tires. Electrified Hanguk. Hanguk Tire, official tire of Major League Baseball.
I wish that Shaq was my real-life big brother. What's up, little bro? Turns out some wishes do come true. And it turns out that General is a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, go with the General.
Remember when I showed you I put the app in there?
Okay, sweetie. Almost at my desk.
20 minutes, we should be able to know the results, okay?
Playoff baseball is coming.
Hi.
Next Thursday, it's going to start.
We'll get the prescription delivered right to your
Can't
door.
wait till we can actually get the physical
I
schedule.
appreciate your help.
You're feeling better.
Yes, I am. I'm feeling much better.
This is one heck of a script. Looking for a little bit of history. Lead off here in the bottom of the third inning. 3 for
All right,
4
Mookie Betts
last
coming
night.
up. Had a great night last night. Trying to replicate it tonight.
In runs scored with 115. And over his last 4 games, plus tonight, 0 for 1 tonight, 7 for 18. He's hitting 400. So starting to heat up just in the nick of time as he slices.
There's a line drive down the right field line into the corner. Bang!
First and on his way to second is Mookie Betts with a double, his 40th double of the season. And he has become the second Dodger in franchise history to have at least 35 home runs and 40 doubles in a season. The only other guy, Babe Herman, back in 1930.
That's a beautiful swing by Betts. Dodger fans got to be happy if Mookie Betts gets fired up going into the playoffs.
He's not one of them. He's hot right now, but I don't worry about how he goes into the playoffs. I will trust him in the big game.
Mookie at second. Nobody out for Trey Turner.
Trey Turner up there now.
A chance to get him in. A career high in RBIs.
First pitch comes in. That's a strike. 0-1.
This is the 5th season, by the way.
Dodgers trying to put the first knock on the board here in the third. Ball inside, 1-1.
Back in 2019, his last year with Boston. His career high 47. The year before that, 2018, when he won the American League Most Valuable Player.
Well said, Robert. Well said.
He's on the doubles train right now. It's the 4th straight game where he's had a double.
He also hit 346 that year, which kind of helped.
And again, I apologize to you for timing you out earlier. I had to fix it away to make sure that you could come back in. That was my fault. Did not mean to do that.
He has a career high now of 35. 2-1 pitch. 2-2. Well, scoreless ball game, bottom of the third. Dodgers winning last night going away 10-1.
Hey, Dodgers scored 10 runs yesterday. Phil, they scored 10 runs yesterday. I don't know if you're still in here or not. Out on strikes is Turner swinging the ball out of the zone.
Come to Dodger Stadium on Monday for Mookie Betts Bobblehead Night presented by Spectrum. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions or scan the QR code on your screen now.
That should be a popular night. Seems like every night the Dodgers are home is a popular night no matter what. But getting a Mookie Betts bobblehead, even better. Freddie Freeman.
Freeman now up there from a left-handed side. Ground ball up the middle, base hit! Dodgers take a lead 1-0.
Freddie is the prime example of put it in play and see what happens. Yes, he hits the ball hard throughout.
You're a diehard Rocky fan. Hey, that's good. I love the fact that you're loyal to your team.
Just make sure that he makes.
I'd love to get out to that ballpark and see a game one day. It's on my bucket list.
The opposite field where there's only a fielder or two with a big hole, or whether it's going up the middle there with just a ground ball RBI.
Major league leader in hits, 195 now. Trace follows this one back.
Thompson fouls it back.
Batting title with those 195 hits.
Tell you what, there's a guy with the Mets right
And you're
now
more than welcome to express your love for the Rocks. I just don't want to do that type of stuff in there.
And he is in the rearview mirror at this point in time. No ball, 1 strike pitch. But when you talk about value to a team, it's, how do you hit situationally? Do you drive in runs? Well, Freddie Freeman.
No balls, 2 strikes to Thompson. 1-0 Dodgers here, bottom of 3.
For a run producer. 392, top average in Major League Baseball. 58 for 148.
Ball way outside, 1-2.
That is why he is firmly in the MVP conversation at this point in time. One of the main reasons. It's not always about home runs and RBIs. It's about, can you drive them in? RBIs, yes. Can you get on base? Yeah. He does all those things. He's good defensive.
Strike 3. Sit down, son.
Thompson goes down looking.
He knew it. He just walked off.
Well, both Dodger hits this inning come on the first pitch. Trace Thompson attacked the first pitch. We'll see what Miguel Vargas does here on his first pitch. But Kyle Freeland has trouble with batters on the first pitch, so I'm sure it's something the Dodgers went over in their hitters meeting.
2 men out.
There's first pitch and then there's first strike. And so in the hitters meeting, they'll tell you, we want you to attack early, but don't just be swinging at the first pitch. Get the first one you like that's a strike. Those are the 2 averages all scouts and front offices look at. And there it is.
Foul straight back. 1-1.
Grant Brown on the left, Robert Van Scoyoc on the right. Guys who work with the hitters.
Oh, I didn't realize my thing was turned up.
You see these guys a lot in the dugout.
Sorry about that.
Games. There's a lot of conversation, a lot of information. A lot of their work is not seen. It's underneath, it's in the batting cages, it's on the field, well before games.
Their job is definitely a grind. You're not worried about one career, you're worried about a whole roster. So every day as a coach, there's always a problem, right? Everybody can't be hot all at the same one. So you have to have a great bedside manner for the guy who's slumping. You've got to have a good teaching method for the young guys that come up that are getting used to the situation and the work ethic. And then the guy that's hot, you got to be there to keep him grinding and keep him locked in. They've got to shift gears all day long.
1 ball, 2 strike. Pitch from Kyle Freeland. Strike 3 called.
Strike 3 called. Look right at it. Wow.
And when we come back, Jaime Jarrín will join us in the booth.
Top of the 4th coming up here. Top of the 4th. Top of the 4th coming up.
Bring big opportunities to big-time players, and this is one of the best closers in the game.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelt with a K for some reason.
Main Street Treat brings Disney to you. Hey, we're Rob and Mel from Disney Connections and the new owners of Main Street Treat Company. So come visit us over at mainstreettreat.com to order your treats today.
So, are you excited?
Samuel B, check out the experience doing Toronto Blue Jays games here on YouTube, along with Maple Leafs Hockey. He does a great job. Samuel B, our partner channel.
Hey everyone, this is Tina from T. Marie's Plays on YouTube. On my channel, you'll find a variety of things from Disney to Harry Potter, crafting, and more. I do live streams every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I love when people pop into the chat because I built my channel on community, and I love making friends. So if you want to come hang out and have fun, come to my place. It's also yours. See you there.
Hey, Rick Simmons, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in.
Well, here he is, the man of the hour, Jaime Jarrín, Hall of Fame broadcaster, being honored tonight. And Jaime, it is so, like, I have to pinch myself when I know I can call you a colleague and a friend. You've been so wonderful to me, I know, to Oral and everybody.
Thank you very much, Tim. It's a pleasure to be with both of you here. It's very special night.
It is a special night.
All right, we got McMahon, Cron, and Rogers coming up.
I think it
McMahon,
was, but
Cron,
it's tough
and
for
Rogers.
me to judge being there, you know. Yeah. I'm in the center of the attention. You have to tell me if everything was fine. Yeah, I think it was.
Ball inside, 1-0.
Delana Rizzo up there on the video board. Bob Costas.
Yes.
Dan Schulman. Bob Euchre.
Did you understand my Oxford accent?
Oh, yes.
I like Bob Euchre's message. He thought it was Kareem. Said you had a nice.
That ball stung.
There's a deep
down the right field line, into the bullpen. Home run, Rockies. Put one on the board, tie the game at 1.
Run for the visiting team the same way you do for the home team?
Yes, I do. But I will say that there is more enthusiasm when the Dodgers are hitting the home runs.
When we show the replay of this home run, will you call it?
Oh, yes.
That'd be good. We're about to show the replay right here.
Allí viene el lanzamiento, batazo profundo al jardín derecho. La pelota se va y despídala con un beso. Se fue de cuadrangular.
1-1, tie up.
Except it was for a Rocky.
Well, it was very nice to hear all the messages, especially the Bob Euchre and Alana Rizzo and Bob Costas. Good friends. I think I will miss.
Pitch comes in, just misses outside. 1-0.
I'm going to miss most about the. I will miss some of the games, of course, but I will miss the friendships that I have developed with my colleagues. Not only here at Iowa State.
Ball 2-0.
I try to look for them, and it has been great. It has been great, and I can't expect anything more.
I think it's really important that. Sorry, too much, but I think it's really important that you are remembering so many different people.
Line drive, base hit, center field.
Blanca and all the strength and contribution she made to your great career.
Oh yes, the next seat was empty. Was a beautiful rose there, in memory of Blanca. She meant everything to me. I think my longevity in baseball was in part because of Blanca, because she supported me. She never complained about my absences. She was really fabulous, especially considering that she didn't care much about the game. Mm-hmm. But still, she would come only to one game a year, opening day. But despite of that, she was always behind me. Fantastic.
Rogers up there fouls that one off.
64 years broadcasting Dodger baseball before they were even in Dodger Stadium. I'm sure people have asked you, "Oh, do you have a great moment or whatever?" But
what's up, Brian? Welcome in.
What to you about your 64-year journey calling these games?
I will say that
I have no idea how the Braves did.
Chance, the opportunity to serve the Latino community, because before the 60s there was no TV in Spanish. Radio was the only medium, and I was able to contact the community. And it was a pleasure for me to serve the community. When I was doing a baseball game, I am doing a baseball game. I am not only
no idea how they did
what's
that.
going on the field, but I feel that many people
fouled off
baseball, and they work very hard, and they get home tired. What a better chance to give them some type of entertainment. So that really fills me up to be able to serve the community.
Husband and wife for 65 years, and I know sitting next to Jorge as a broadcaster was one of your proudest moments.
Yes, of course. It was a blessing to me to have him not only here in the booth, but on travel.
Ball outside.
We would have lunch everywhere we
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It was really a blessing. God has been so wonderful with me that put Jorge next to me in the booth for 6 years. Until he decided to quit.
He retired before you, and he's your son.
Yes.
Line drive, base hit, left field.
Brendan Rodgers, DH tonight, so 2 on now, and nobody out in the Rockies half of the 4th inning.
You know, in the Los Angeles Times, they did a beautiful article on you, and a lot of times articles are kind of graded by how many inches you get. You get 2 inches, 3 inches. Well, you got this front part, this little section, but then you got the whole back page.
The full page. Yes.
That's 64 years of...
Well, let me tell you, the press has been great with me, both the English and the Spanish press. They have treated me so well because...
runners on first and second here. Nobody out in the 4th.
Friendship with them. You know, and your team also know.
Pitch comes in. That's a ball.
It's a family. And so we try to get...
I'm wondering if I can get a...
spend some time to talk, to exchange anecdotes, experiences, and things like that. That's one thing that I will also miss.
Michael Gore with a 1-0 pitch. And it's fouled back. What do you think you're going to miss? I mean, obviously, the friendships, you're going to be around them for a couple of years at least.
A couple of years at least with the Dodgers in another capacity, but the day-to-day stuff, what are you going to miss the most?
What's up, Mr. Nobody? Welcome in.
Coming to this place. You know, Dodger Stadium has been my home for 60 years. So it's really...
Curveball in there for a strike.
And to have the best seat in the house and to be able to relate what's going on in the ballpark. Radio gives you the chance to project yourself, to describe more than on television what's going on around. So I have enjoyed it very, very much. That's one thing.
Spanish radio booth now named after you.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sit down, son.
How do you feel about having the booth named after you?
It's a great accolade.
Needed to get that one for sure.
To be inside of the Vince Kelly press box is very unique. And to have my name on the wall there, it's really something very special to me and to my family.
Well, you bring up the name of Vin Scully, and I know he was your very good friend. Can you tell the English-speaking audience the impact that Vin had on your life and your career?
It was unbelievable, the impact that he had on me. I remember vividly when Blanca passed away, he picked up a phone and he called me, and he
fouls that one back.
30 minutes. I couldn't say anything because just to listen his voice, his delivery, the way that he manages the language and his tone. It was
finally seeing him, it looks like.
He talked to me so beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't describe it.
There you go, right?
And also, some people thought that I should be taking a couple of weeks off. And he
ball
said,
outside.
Don't do that. I am telling you for experience, he said. Go back full time. That's why I went back right away. I didn't miss any game, and I did 162 games.
And what a blessing that the Dodgers were able to change your schedule. They just did whatever you wanted and took care of you, Mark and Stan and Lon and everybody in the organization. They came alongside you.
Everybody has been great to read.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
To talk about how great Mark has been, and Stan and Lon and everybody in the Dodger organization. They have treated me with respect. I respect everybody, and I demand respect. One of the reasons why I have lasted this long is because...
Popped up foul, out of play.
Treat me as equal as Vince Kelly. If he was flying first class, I fly first class. If he goes to this place, I go with him there. There's no separation. Some other organization don't look that way.
Well, you were an advocate for a lot of other Spanish announcers around the league as they did not get a booth maybe, and they had to announce from the stands or whatever was. You were there to...
Ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Both runners will advance.
Especially one time in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's true, Mr. Nobody. You're right.
That's when. So I talked to them, and through the proper chance, I called the Dodgers, and the Dodgers said they called them because they are not treating well as good as they try the English. So I have tried. I tell them, everybody, you have to be responsible. You have to conduct yourself with dignity because we are immigrants. And being immigrants, I don't want it to anybody have a bad word about the immigrants. We do a great job in this country.
Fly ball center field, got a lot to it. Bellinger back on his horse. Over the wall, 3-run blast. Colorado.
Well, the thing, Jaime, that you have done is you've raised the bar for everyone, not just immigrants and not just for the Spanish community in Los Angeles or around the world, because you have done sports for around the world. I mean, outside of baseball, there was boxing, there's all the different sports.
Yes, I have been very, very fortunate. You know, I have 71 years in a row in front of a microphone. 71 years. My first job was when I was 16 years old back home in Ecuador.
Casey, what's up, buddy? Limited data. No power. Ugh. Good to see you, buddy. Be safe. We're thinking of you.
If you ever get an opportunity, and I'm lucky enough I have. I know you have a lot, Oral, but you sit down.
Braves would have to sweep the Mets to get the tiebreaker. So that's tomorrow afternoon. That'll be a huge game.
About other sports, about the Olympics, and of course about baseball. I mean, the experiences and the stories are great. Now, you guys have the same World Series.
Check swing. Didn't go.
Think of Oral Hershiser. He helped you get that 88 grand.
Yeah, he had me. He gave me this ring. Yeah, so I have to wear this one. I appreciate all the rings, of course, because each one has a special meaning. But this one is very special to me.
Ground ball up the middle. Lux fields it behind the bag. Throws to first. That'll get the out. 2 down.
Some terrific year. We want to see another year like that. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so.
That year in 81 with Fernando was pretty terrific, too.
That was very good. That was very good also. But I will go with 88.
Oh. You know there's people.
Yeah, us too, Jesse. Us too.
If I hurt some feelings, I'm sorry. But I have to be honest. Really.
This is my Spanish flop.
I appreciate every one of these rings. Yeah. But 88 was a special year. Yes.
Check swing. He didn't go.
You have a lot of friends and family here in the owner's suite up there. How many people came here to celebrate with you?
Well, at the beginning, there was 28 people. Then it went up to 45. Then finally...
Oh, gotcha. That stinks.
Yeah, some people came from Ecuador, about 10 or 3 people, all the way from South America. It's very, very long distance. Traveling from Quito to...
Ball outside. Tough one there. Trejo up there right now. 4-1 Rockies.
Compatriotas, familiares que están de Sudamérica aquí, felicidades y gracias por venir a Radio Stadium.
I'll tell you what, sir. You have been a role model, a mentor, a blessing to Los Angeles and the world. And
Jay Grubbs, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
You have to keep coming around.
I will be around.
I will drive you in from Pasadena, okay? I know there are people...
Ground ball over. Shortstop's got it. Check it. That was actually Lux on the shortstop side. Making the play. That'll end the inning. But after 4, Rockies put up a crooked number here, top of the inning. 4-1 going to the bottom of the inning.
They say goodbye to me with other words. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
They had a good year, Brian. They had a good year. Very happy. Very good year. I was very happy. Some of these commercials are horrible.
I want to tickle him so bad. Loved it. I only trust Meineke with Meineke.
When you buy appliances from the Home Depot, everything just clicks.
All right, who's coming up for the Dodgers here? Barnes, Bellinger, Alberto, and Locke. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Save up to $1,050
Bottom of the 4th.
New Samsung bespoke laundry set at the Home Depot.
With United Healthcare, access to quality healthcare may be closer than
That's just another celebrity, Brian.
You'll find coverage solutions.
They put up a good group of celebrities this year all the way around.
No matter where life takes you. With United Healthcare.
They're always looking for people that want to do it, which is good.
So access to care.
That's always good.
Closer than you think. when you choose United Healthcare.
There's other people down there that I'd rather see do it if I was going there myself.
More truck owners are switching to Ram, which means more
But I'm sure he'll
fathers
do a
are
good job.
switching to Ram.
Your body's changing.
And more sons, more tailgaters, more tail waggers, more men with a lot of confidence.
Easy.
And more with not so much.
Yeah, I'm not going to fit in there.
And more guys who check straps with a firm tug and say,
that ain't going anywhere,
are switching to Ram.
Should be a good candlelight session this year.
For 72 months on our most popular models. Hurry, this offer ends October 3rd.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the inning.
Back inside Dodger Stadium, 4-1 Colorado, a 3-run home run. Randall Grichuk. Thanks again to the great Jaime Jarrín, Hall of Famer.
Barnes leads it off, takes a strike.
Austin Barnes will take a strike. This July was at Cooperstown. And
good for you.
Hall of Fame ceremonies.
Good time to be there.
Went into the Hall of Fame and found where.
Sure, it's a fun night doing that on Halloween time frame. Right around there on the 30th.
Hall of Famers, 4 Frickle Award winners. And just think about the career, but again, he says that what means the most to him is his contribution to the Latino community. I mean, it's just wonderful.
Popped up. Shallow center field. They'll make the play, though. One away.
So how many people do you know? There's a few, couple that I could think of, too, who are enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame and have a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Ben's the other one. Exactly. But, oh, goodness. You know, we had that 3-city road trip recently. He went on a European trip.
Yes, he did.
Says he loves Switzerland. We got to go to Zermatt, which...
don't waste your time with candy. Do all the other stuff.
He wants to do a lot.
That's the biggest thing.
As we're doing the games next year, he's going to be traveling an awful lot.
Yeah, it's a long time for a follow-up, Mr. Nobody. I've never seen Hocus Pocus 1, so I guess at some point I got to watch that.
The things that he has been afforded because of his great career and the family paying.
Yeah, don't waste your time with the candy, Brian. That's my points.
Throughout their lives and
ground ball up the middle. Bellinger, second baseman, over to first. Didn't get it. Bellinger beat it out.
Well, we say speed never slumps, and Cody Bellinger has shown it. His speed never slumps in the outfield. His gold glove abilities in center field will keep him in the lineup, even when the bat is silent. I don't know if Colorado will challenge it. Looks like they're going to let it go, but this jam shot with a lot of spin, but his wheels are the reason he's safe at first. And the reason that you can trust him in the playoffs because he's got a lot of ways to beat you.
Well, so far in the series, Bellinger 4 for 6. Caught stealing in the second inning.
All right, here we go.
Took a perfect throw from
one out. Bellinger on first. Ball outside.
In the second inning, Hunter, second plate appearance of the evening. Stretched by Freeland, and the lefty fires home, and this ball is popped up. Near the line, long run for Grichuk.
Grichuk has got it, long run.
Then first goes Bellinger. Caught up on a couple of things. National League East race still going on. Atlanta has won again. They beat the Mets 2 nights in a row. 4-2 the score here tonight. Atlanta now with 99 wins. And they have a 1-game lead over the Mets in the division. So now the Mets are in the wild card picture.
Well, tomorrow is a big game for both of them, of course, because now their season series.
Pretty much it. Pretty much it, yep.
It's kind of a pre-championship game.
That's the tiebreaker if they end up being tied. So tomorrow they are playing for the tiebreaker.
And Jeff McNeil for the Mets got 2 hits tonight, so he finishes the night at 323.
Ball inside for Lux.
Freeman, who is at 328. Freddie picked up a point. He's 1 for 2. So 5 points for the second night in a row separates Freeman, depending on what happens for the rest of the game for Freddie. But right now it's 5 points. And a race for the batting title.
Foul ball.
Little off his focus, though. Wants to play every day. Is upset when he doesn't play.
Dave Robertson's media scrum said, you know what, Freddie knows his body better than anyone, and he wants to play, and so I would trust him. If he wants to be in there, he'll be in there.
1-1 to Gavin.
Curveball in there for a strike, 1 and 2.
That you would consider a regular has to kind of be force-fed a day off, or a portion of the day off, whether it's Mookie or Trey or Freddie, Will Smith moving from catcher to DH.
Almost picks him off at first.
But I think guys like Freddie and Mookie and Trey, and that they set a tone in the locker room for guys coming in and expecting to be in the lineup. And when you're not, you don't kind of go through the locker room and go, wow, this is great, I got a day off. No, they actually are kicking and screaming, and it kind of infiltrates the whole room.
And that's refreshing, because there are guys around the game that are like, hey, when's my next day off? But these guys want to play every day.
The Dodger front office and coaching staff does a great job with quote-unquote load management. And they've come up across now some stronger personalities where, it's just not a given that what they would like and have seen. And as long as the performance continues to stay at a high level, the guys in uniform kind of...
Swing and a miss. Lux goes down. That'll end the inning.
Man left. We go to the 5th.
We're going to the 5th.
Colorado.
This is one heck of a script. Looking for a little bit of history tonight. Ground ball. Kim will go to first. It's their first no-hitter in franchise history. Java Joe. No.
This winter, make sure your tires are ready for adventure. Right now at Midas, buy 3 Cooper tires and get 1 free. Schedule your tire appointment.
Introducing the all-new one-wheel GT and Pint X. GT, built with more power to crush new terrain. Pint X, twice the range to take on the city. 2 new boards to make everywhere epic. Get riding today at onewheel.com.
Nice. What? With the Game Time app, I'd pay 60% less than this guy. 60%? Game Time finds you the best last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price. Download Game Time now. I should.
Gibbs has given me the control of my hair back.
Seeing the progress was awesome. Seeing my hair grow back so quick. I feel great. I feel confident. I feel very happy about my journey so far with Keeps and where it's going in the future.
Get started at keeps.com/TV.
Are you going higher or lower? With Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game, that's the only choice you have to make. It's easy, it's fun, and it's the best way to put more sweat in watching your favorite team. Get started today at UnderdogFantasy.com. Eastern.
Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Beautiful night at Dodger Stadium, honoring Jaime Jarrín tonight. 64 years in the broadcast booth.
That's a long time in a broadcast booth. I don't care what you say.
This year, hopefully it's with the Dodger win in the Fall Classic. And we understand he will go back on the road during the postseason. One last time.
Finish with a flurry.
And Michael Grove back to work. And he delivers outside to Jonathan Daza, top of the order. So 4 runs allowed in the 4th. And when you look at that number, that's more than the previous.
Daza up there, check swing.
Combined. They allowed 1 last night, 2 the night before, and 1 the night before that. So it's a little unusual, but sometimes these things happen.
Well, Michael Grove has a very bright future, and these are assets that the organization is spending. The
check swing
for him to pitch this year.
Strike 2.
Have sometimes
welcome in, KK.
Staff, but other times have been, we choose to give you innings up here because you've earned it, and we want you to get the experience.
And what's it like, though, from the first time you do it to the 5th time you do it to the 10th time you do it? How much or how long does it take you typically to progress to the point where you feel, okay, I'm ready to be an everyday guy in the rotation?
It's an interesting growth time, you know, for Fernando, throwing shutout after shutout for about 8 starts in a row. I'm sure he started to feel at ease right away. I think for Walker Buehler, he probably started to feel at ease, but you still are learning. Some guys can come right up and feel like they're themselves right away, but then they learn from the opposing team and the hitters that there are some things, even when I feel myself, that I need to make adjustments with. And then there are others that come up and can't show their ability because their nerves are out of whack, and it takes them a while to calm down before they can show their true ability. And everybody's got
ball
their
outside
pattern, but I think everybody experiences all the different emotions and awakenings at the big league level, and the light bulb going on and the light bulb going off, or the nerves shutting you down. And it happens to everybody, but it can happen in different stages, different times. But I don't think I really felt completely.
Congrats to you, KK.
I belong for a good year. A good year of going through the league and facing a lineup that has 5 great left-handed hitters. All the different things.
Ground ball off the middle, out at first.
Doyle will take the only out available to him on the comebacker as Daza advances to second base.
A guy like Michael Grove going into tonight's game, Dave Roberts' quotes were, you know, I hope he comes out and he continues to be himself, and we'd love to push him and get him deeper into the game. And so there are different stages that they're trying to take you through, too. In my day, you didn't really break